The US president has threatened to ratchet up tariffs on hundreds of billions of dollars worth of imports from China. The latest escalation in the trade war between the world's leading economic powers comes ahead of high-level talks between Washington and Beijing aimed at ending the conflict. With more in the story and Donald Trump's high-risk negotiating tactics, here's Caleb Maupin.
We're over 2 years into the presidency of the great deal-maker, Mr. You're Fired himself, Donald Trump. And it seems he's operating with the my way or the highway strategy. These are his latest comments on China.
The trade deal with China continues, but too slowly as they attempt to renegotiate. No.
Trump is threatening a new tariff on over $325 billion worth of Chinese goods. Now, this all-or-nothing strategy seems to be a staple of the Trump administration. At this point, we've got Mike Pompeo saying that no country will be allowed to import Iranian oil.
Any nation or entity interacting with Iran should do its diligence and err on the side of caution. The risks are simply not going to be worth the benefits. If you don't abide by this, there'll be sanctions.
Trump has demanded that Russia stop supporting the elected government of Venezuela.
President, what sort of complications does the Russian involvement now pose?
Russia has to get out. All right, what's your next question?
The U.S. State Department has demanded that Turkey not buy any Russian S-400 missiles.
We've also made it clear to Turkey that we have very serious concerns with its stated plans to proceed with the acquisition of the Russian S-400 missile defense system.
Trump has threatened the Palestinian Authority.
That money is on the table, and that money is not going to them unless they sit down and negotiate peace.
This vote will make a difference on how Americans look at the UN and on how we look at countries who disrespect us in the UN. And this vote will be remembered.
This all seems to fit a strategy that Trump laid out in his bestseller, The Art of the Deal.
The worst thing you can possibly do in a deal is seem desperate to make it. That makes the other guy smell blood, and then you're dead.
No one can say the United States reeks of desperation. However, all of this doesn't seem to be resulting in better deals, but rather no deals. All the bombastic walkaways and rip-ups have resulted in no progress. Trump says my way or the highway, and people around the world generally take the highway. Countries around the world are still buying Iranian oil. Russia is still supporting Venezuela. At this point, Turkey says it still intends to buy S-400 missiles from Russia. And furthermore, the Palestinians are sticking to the same firm position that they held before. And while he's failing to make new deals, Trump seems to be breaking a lot of the old ones.
The United States will therefore suspend its obligations under the INF Treaty.
The United States will withdraw from the Paris Climate Accord.
I am announcing today that the United States will withdraw from the Iran nuclear deal.
Yeah, the tough guy stuff might have worked pretty well when Trump was selling real estate on Madison Avenue. But is it going to work in geopolitics? Let's see what China does next.
Donald Trump certainly wants to take advantage of China's weaknesses and the Xi Jinping administration's eagerness to have an agreement. Donald Trump's style has given people the image or the perception of unpredictability. This may work in the business. In global politics, this will be at the expense of the American image of trying to be the world leader, or at least a global leader, trying to claim world leadership through the supply of public goods.